Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. I garden in Central Ohio Zone 6B, and today I am so excited because I just went to the store and got quite a number of plants. And whoever said Christmas was the most wonderful time of the year obviously is not a gardener at the end of the season, because when you can get plants that still look pretty healthy for 50% off, it's almost like, why would you want to buy them at full price? But I got, oh, I'm so excited. Let me show you what I got. I think you guys are going to be excited too. I actually wanted to start by showing you guys my new gorilla cart that my aunt and uncle got me. I will show you a comparison to the one that I have now. The one that I currently have, or had, is a 4 cubic foot cart, and this one is 7. So it's much bigger. I will still use the other one, but this one is really interesting because you can take this cotter pin off and it can attach to the back of my tractor, which will be very helpful. And it still dumps just like the other one, but it's quite a bit bigger. But look at this. Everything here was 50% off. Even these hollies that just came off of the truck yesterday. The lady said, I don't know why those would be on sale because they were just delivered, but I don't care. It was good for me. But this is the Berry Magic Royalty Holly combination, and it's self-pollinating because I believe it has 2 varieties in here, so that they can cross-pollinate. And these get 8 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and they are zone 5 through 9. And look at the beautiful berries on these. I cannot believe these were on sale. It makes no sense, but why question it? And then I got 2 of these blue star junipers. These get 4 feet wide, 3 feet tall, and they are zone 4 through 8. And they are so blue and so pretty. I'm super excited about those as well. This plant obviously does not look all that great because it's wanting to go to sleep. But this is the summer wine Ninebark. I almost got this once before, but I didn't have the long border before, so I didn't know if I could find somewhere to put something this big. But this is a zone 3 through 7, and it gets 5 to 8 feet tall and wide. And it blooms in the spring. And I just think that this color is going to be beautiful in the garden. It's needed in the garden because I have a lot of green. And then this beautiful tree that I have been talking about, well, all season for sure. I have a flamethrower redbud, and I love it, but I wanted to get one of these as well. This is the Rising Sun Redbud, and it is hardy down to zone 5, and it gets 10 to 15 feet tall and 10 to 15 feet wide. It's really exciting, and I would like to plant some of these today. I don't know if we're going to do all of them, but I would like to do, I think, the hollies for sure, because I'm going to put them in containers for the back patio. And then I would love to get this tree in the ground, but I have to remove or transplant another plant because I want this to go where the other plant is. So let's load this stuff up in this monster wagon and go back to the greenhouse and grab our supplies, and I'll show you the difference between this cart and the other one, and then we'll just get going. Look at the size difference here. It's like father and son. And look at the size of the wheels, how much of a difference they are. But they still function the same. They still, dump the same. It's just one's bigger than the other. And I will have use for both of these in my garden. I'm going to start by removing this Viburnum and adding the Rising Sun Redbud in its place. This Viburnum was given to me by a friend earlier this year. It was growing too big for her garden, so she asked if I wanted it, and I said yes. I threw it here because honestly there was a hole here, and there was another plant that didn't do well and it was dead, so I just replaced them. But I actually don't know the exact variety of this Viburnum, and I don't know how big it's going to get. So I am going to wait until next year to see what the blooms look like so that I can try to figure out what the exact variety is. For now, I'm going to put it probably somewhere in the long border and hope that I place it right. I don't know. I'll just give it some room. And then this Rising Sun Redbud is going to be absolutely beautiful. So visually, the difference between this one and the flamethrower that I have, this one, its new leaves come out like orange and yellow, and then they turn to green once they mature. The flamethrower starts like a red orange and then turns to green. But I love both of them, so I'm excited to see both of them grow and see which one will be my favorite. Mango. Mango. Are you hungry? I need to talk to you. Mom said she saw you down the street the other day. Way down the street. So how many different people are you getting food from besides me? A lot? That's what I thought. Yeah, you look like you're starving. Absolutely starving. Are you starving? How many other cans of food have you had today? Huh? Enjoy. Now that that lion is fed, he's so big. So his neck is thick. But now that we have planted the redbud and transplanted the viburnum, I think what I would like to do is plant the ninebark, because I have a idea where I want that one to go. And then I would like to plant the holly in the 2 containers. And then I think I'm going to leave the blue star junipers because I'm pondering something about those. So let's go find a place for this ninebark. You all might remember these containers. Corey and I refreshed these containers when he visited, and it has a mahogany monster, heuchera, some type of Monrovia, sedum, and then a cardinal flower. I think that's what this is. Well, all of these are perennials in my zone. So I'm just going to pop these out and put the hollies in place. There are 2 of them. There's one right here, and then there's one over there by the trash can. it is all finished. I mean, I still have to plant the plants that I pulled out of these containers, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I might just do it. Sometimes I like to garden and not film because it's still the thing that makes me happy. So sometimes I like to have little jobs where I can just, I don't know, be alone, I guess. I don't know. But let me show you how good it looks. I'm on a mission to have way more winter interest in containers and in the ground every single year. And this year, I think I'm set up to have more like evergreens and such in containers for winter than I've ever had before. And I think it's going to look really good. So there's the two that we just did that flank the little, I don't know, deck area. And I just think that the little berries look so cool. And I just wanted something green. I wanted something that stayed green all throughout the winter. And I'm very excited about that. So as of right now, this needs to go. I'm probably going to take the lavenders out and put something else in. Maybe those ones that the blue star junipers, I don't know. And then now as you turn over here, there are a couple, you know, like hanging baskets and whatnot, but right here, everything right here should leave. Okay, everything right here should have leaves throughout winter. And then over here I have the yew, and the geranium obviously won't make it. So, but we have a lot so far. So now the patio I think is looking fantastic. Let me go to the long border and show you what I planted, and we will end at the beautiful redbud tree. I decided to put the unknown viburnum right here. Again, I don't know how big it's going to get, but if it gets, you know, 8 feet tall, 8 feet wide, I'll probably have to move it once I figure out what type it is, but it can at least overwinter in this spot right here. And then if we turn to the left a little bit and walk down past these hydrangeas, we will get to this grass that I cannot remember the name of, even though I planted it like less than 2 months ago. But behind it is the Ninebark, and I measured things out, and things will touch, but they shouldn't like overcrowd each other. So, but you never know. It might, but again, I'll move it if it does. And then my favorite thing I planted today is the redbud. I was trying to think while I was planting what my favorite like deciduous tree is. I don't know. I'd have to look at a list so I could be refreshed of everything. But off the top of my head, I always think of a redbud tree. I love the leaves. I love the colors. It's just a very pretty tree. I like birches too, but I don't know. This redbud tree I think is going to really stand out because my neighbor has kind of like a backdrop of green. There's some like honeysuckles that are like, they spread a lot right there, and they have like these berries on them. And then there's some large trees, but the light color and then the orange also of this foliage, I really truly think it's going to be like a pop in front of the green. And then I decided to clean up because that just looks absolutely beautiful. And I don't know, I just thought, I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. It does have some like red-ish. I mean, I guess it's more orange, but when you look at the flamethrower, it's like really red. But I was comparing these leaves to my flamethrower, and these leaves look way bigger. I'll go show you real quick, but just remember that size. Like, it's 3/4 of my hand. And then here's the flamethrower. Although this is not a good representation of what it looks like at its peak. I think it's just like really ready to go to sleep for the winter. And the majority of the leaves are smaller. I mean, here's one that's pretty big. But it seemed like the other one had more, like larger leaves. But this tree is definitely bigger than the one I just got. I think it must have put on growth this year because I don't remember it being this big. Although maybe it was. I have the worst memory in the world. But that's going to be it for today. We still have those 2 junipers that I bought. But I want to think about something. I want to think about where I want to put them. I have 2 options, so we'll save that for another day. And I'm just very happy with everything that I got today. I mean, that tree was, I feel like I stole from them because it was so cheap. Like it just, and it still looked really good, like really, really good. And then those hollies, I don't understand how I got them for 50% off if they were just delivered on the truck yesterday. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You would think that they would want those to do like Christmas displays, but maybe it was a mistake and I won out. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.